Welcome everyone, I'm Jamie and we're back with another strength video. This is strength video number 20 and we do have a core emphasis today. We're going to start with standing for our warm-up just to get the blood flowing and really turn on all of our core muscles, and then we'll come to the mat. So if you have a soft carpeted area, great. If not, grab a mat or like a beach towel would be great. The other thing that's optional but highly encouraged are some weights. So they could be heavy, they could be light. I have a couple of 5 pounds here, but maybe you have some soup cans or some water bottles, whatever you have available. I encourage you to have those handy as well as your water. Okay, so this is not a tempo-driven class, but if you'd like to start music, we're going to do 132 beats per minute. That's up to you. Let's start standing. So come up to your feet. I want you to have a stance that is shoulder width or wider with the feet. My toes are slightly turned out just because that's how my hips rotate. Your toes might be a little more forward sometimes, right? Just depends on your musculature and your skeleton. From here, we're just going to do a squat with a reach. So I want you to reach down towards the floor in a squat. As you come up, I want you to reach over to the right. I want you to come down to your squat and reach over to the left. I'd like you to notice my back toe. Look, my back toe stays down, it pivots, and the back heel comes up. Good, my back heel, or my heels sink down for my squat, and then my back heel comes up so I can pivot on the ball of my foot. Reach and side, and reach and other side. So in a squat, right, you sink your hips down and back. Notice my thighs come parallel to the floor, but my chest stays up and proud. Notice the angle of my back is the same angle that my legs make, right? So that's a squat. You know that your squat might be imbalanced if the angle of your shins is different than the angle of your back, right? So you want those angles to align with each other, so that they make parallel lines, right? Okay, so let's get back to our squat warm-up. It's a squat, reach right, squat, reach left. Good, drive the weight through your heels, pivot up on that back toe, reaching directly side, reach side, reach side. You got it now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Shake it out. We're going to go for knee pulls next. I want us to start with opposite elbow to opposite knee. So I'm going to bring my arms up to what I call goal post, right? Our first NFL and college football games are this week, so let's practice our goal post arms. Your left elbow is going to come to your left knee, and then right elbow to left knee. So alternate those, crossing the body, and then bringing the arms back to goal post. Knee up and across, elbow down and across. So I'm staying lifted through my torso, right? I'm staying lifted as I knee pull. The goal is not to get the torso down to meet the knee. The goal is to get the knee up to meet the elbow. Excellent. Draw it up and across, reach. Maybe you can get your elbow to reach your knee. Maybe you're not there yet, and that can be a goal for you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. When we're going to do those knee pulls on the same side. So let's start on your right side. Reach your right arm up. Balance on your left leg as you bring the knee up to the side. So a minute ago, I was pulling the knee across the body. Now I'm pulling the knee to the side, warming up the oblique on that right side. Pull and pull. I'll show you from the side so you can see. My knee comes up to the side, right? Because I don't want to work the hip flexor any more than I have to today for this core work. I'd like you to initiate the movement from your oblique. Yes, you got it now. On 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We got to get the other side. Find your balance on your right leg. Reach up with your left. Knee pull. Knee pull. Yeah. Work it. Or reach it. Feel the oblique start to wake up here. So notice when my leg comes back down to the ground, I don't flop it down, right? I control that and I roll through the toe, roll through the whole foot. It goes toe, middle, heel. Toe, arch, heel. Good. So flinging it back down, right? Don't do that. I want you to place the foot intentionally down, coming gently, toe, arch, heel, every time. Good, and notice the arm. I reach it up, I place it above my head, but I keep the shoulder in the socket, right? My shoulder is tucked in. So when I reach up, it doesn't look like this, right? I'm not reaching way up. My shoulders are popped out of socket. I lock it into socket and pull. Pull. You're in control. You are powerful here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, next move is going to be a side bend. So we're going to take the feet apart, right? So at least shoulder width, maybe slightly wider. Again, toes slightly turned out, or if you or just don't have turnout in your hip sockets, then straight forward. My knees are going to stay at a slight bend. I'm going to reach down the right side, right, and come up. My right hand is just barely skimming my right leg, on the outside of my right leg, skimming, and then I'm using my left obliques to pull me up. I want you to slow on the way down and zip on the way up. Slow, slow, zip. Slow, slow, zip. Slow, slow, zip. Slow, slow, zip. See how far you can reach your right fingertips down your right leg, right? I'm able to get below the knee. I want to see if you can find the same flexibility, right? Everyone's going to be on a different flexibility scale here. But challenge yourself, something that comes just outside your comfort zone, just outside your box. And then zip it up. Use those left obliques. Pull and stop. Zip, pull, and stop. Give me 3 more. Give me 2 more. Give me 1 more. All right, guess what? We got the other side. So get back into your stance. Slight bend in the knee. Tucking in through the pelvis. Shoulders down and back. Left hand along that left leg. I want you to reach down and come up. Get the movement at first. Right, just a side bend. Let me show you from the side. I'm coming directly side. Look at that bend in my knee. Watch as my hand just barely slides down. Fingertips come below the knee and then back up. Good, now I'm using my right obliques You're using your right obliques to pull up. Now I can slow on the way down, zip on the way up. Slow, slow, zip. Slow descending, zip up. Slow, slow, zip. Good. We're really working the obliques here. Nice job. See how far you can bend straight over. Right, I want you to avoid coming forward with this. This is not a forward fold. This is a side bend. Yeah, see if you can reach the fingertips just a little bit lower. Zip it up and stop. Excellent work, guys. Good. 3. Last 2. And last 1. We're going to do that whole warm-up again, this time with weights. So either grab your water bottles or your soup cans or something with some weight if you have that available. If not, it's okay, you can repeat without the weight. Again, I have my 5 pounds, and we're going to start with that standing squat. Notice my feet. They're out wider than my shoulders. My toes slightly turned out, and look, my bend in my knees. I'm going to reach the weights just down, but I'm not reaching for the floor, right? This is not a forward fold deadlift, right? This is a squat where I bend the knees. Look at my thighs, parallel to the floor. As I come up, pivot on the back toe, swing to the right. Come down, reach towards the floor, thighs parallel, reach to the left. Good, you're ready for tempo on 3, 2, 1. Let's squat. Squat, reach, squat, reach. If the 2 weights is just not going to happen for you today, guess what? You can go with 1 weight. Good, swinging across. Excellent. Let me show you from the side. Squat, swing. Squat, swing other way. Squat, swing. Squat, swing other way. Keep going. This is your time. This is your workout, and I want your core nice and warm. Squat, swing right. Squat, swing left. Come on, team. You've got it now. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. We have those knee pulls, remember, with goalpost arms. So this will work a little bit of shoulder, especially if you have some weights. So you choose weights or no weights, or maybe you start with weights or water bottles, and then you can drop off later. But always try it if you have it, right? So, goalpost arms, right? We're gonna bring the right elbow across to meet left knee, back to goalpost arms. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Right elbow, left elbow. Yes, you've got it now. Now notice my resting position with the arms is that goal post, right? So I'm not letting the elbows sag, right? I'm not holding them out wide. I'm certainly not holding them up overhead. I can see these weights in my peripheral vision, right? So that my elbows are right in line with my shoulders, not back, right? That's very injurious for the shoulders. So keep them slightly in front in that peripheral vision as you draw the knee up and across to meet opposite elbow. Yes, you got it now. Draw it across. Draw it across. Feel the shoulders start to burn here. You're really isometrically holding up that one weight, right, as the other one comes across so that the shoulders don't get a rest. Not yet. Good. On 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Give me a shoulder roll here. Just allow yourself to roll forward and roll back, right? Roll forward and roll back. You can always drop the weight, but at least Try it with some weight as we have our oblique knee pulls. Okay, we're going to take that right arm way overhead. We're going to draw the right knee up to the right side. We're going to meet the elbow with the right elbow, right knee, and then straight up. Straight up. Excellent. I'm going to show you from the side. Knee pull. Notice my knee is not coming in front of my body. My knee is coming to the side. I'm using all that side body to pull. Pull. I'm finding my balance, as you are, on that left leg, and really concentrate on how high can you get your right knee up. How high? Lift it. Reach. Lift it. Reach. Excellent. Getting rid of all that muffin top. Right, you're not going to have anything left except muscle. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me some shoulder rolls. Because guess what? We're going to go other side. Left elbow to left knee. Reach that left arm up. Take a wide stance. Knees are soft. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. That's right. You know what's coming. Excellent. Yes, exhale as you bring the knee up. I want you to get it to at least hip height, but maybe you have more flexibility. You can get it higher. Yes. Looking good. Don't stop now. It's just going to work now. How's the shoulder doing? Left, right? Left shoulder. Starting to burn. Give me 8, 7, 6, reach, 5, come on, for 4, and 3, last 2, last 1, side bends. We have come to our side bend part of the warm-up with the weights. If you're able to, both weights in right hand. Maybe one weight in one hand, maybe you have no weights at all. Use what you have, right? If you're in scarcity, that's okay. Stretch your resources. Whatever you have available. Maybe you have a laundry detergent jug. Maybe you have a milk jug that the milk is gone, but you filled with water. Right? You've got this. Both weights in one hand. Take the feet wide, knees soft, and we're just going to take left hand to hip as I slide those weights down on the outside of my right leg. So again, not coming forward, right? Not coming forward at all. This is a side bend. Side. Yes. Side. Looks good, looks good. Reach and lift. Reach and squeeze. So let's add that momentum that we did when we had no weights in our hand for this. Here we go. Slide it slow and snap up. See the difference? See the momentum as I lift up, using that left oblique to really pull my torso back upright. I'm reaching over and upright. Nice job. So changing the tempo whenever we lift weights will help us in the fact that our muscles can't guess what's coming, right? So our brains can't take over. We like to trick the muscles into working harder. And 'cause you're really smart, right? Your body does try to protect you. Try to find little ways to make it easier. Give me one more. And then I want you to transfer the weights carefully to your left hand. Again, wide stance, knees soft, shoulder roll up, back, and down. Right hand on right hip, and we're just gonna lean over, side, and come up. Lean over, side, and come up. 1 second here. Lean over, side, and come up. Just getting the movement here. So notice I'm taking the same amount of time to come down as I am to come up. And then once I feel like I have the motion, I'm going to add the momentum on the way up. Slow on the way down, quick on the way up. Slow, 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 snap. Slow, 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 snap. Really engaging my right obliques to help rectify my torso and stabilize, right? I not only come up, but I have a solid stopping point at the top. So when I come up, I'm not all jiggy with it, right? I keep my hips stationary. I keep my knees bent. I stabilize through the core. That's front of the core, sides of the core, back of the core, right? All of that stabilizing as I add the momentum on the way up. You guys are working hard now. Excellent. Excellent. Come on, give me 4 more. Lift up. 3 more. Squeeze it up. 2 more. Reach it way down. Last one. Reach it way, 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 way down and up. Okay, warm-up's done. Nice job. We're going to get into the meaty part of the workout. I have 2 different rounds. Each one starts with a standing exercise. So this first one will be a weighted triangle, like you do triangle pose in yoga, and then we'll come to the ground. Okay, you ready? You want to hydrate first? Hydrate first. Meet me back. All right, welcome back. Let's get into this core workout. First exercise is standing, and I'd like you to have weights if you have them available. I'm going to hold those weights up overhead. If you have any shoulder problems, you might want to rethink and do no weights at all, right? That's an option, because what's going to happen in your shoulder joint is as if this fist were your shoulder joint. And your shoulder joint is not going to work like as in a lateral raise, right? Your shoulder joint is going to stabilize and work as you twist the arm. See, yeah, here you can see it a little bit closer. You're going to twist and rotate the shoulder joint. So it's going to work all these stabilizing muscles around the shoulder as we work our obliques. Yeah? Sounds fun, sounds exciting. So have a weight or not, or maybe you want to have both weights in one hand. That's always an option. If you have a weight, put it in your right hand. If you're not using a weight at first, just put the right arm straight up. Okay, take the feet wide, but I want you to point both toes towards the left. So right arm up, toes pointing toward left. Left hand is going to slide down left thigh. I first want you to poke the right hip out. So do you see that difference? My hips are tucked, my abs are tucked, and then I'm going to poke that hip out just a little bit. And I'm trying to exaggerate so you can see what I'm doing. So poke the hip out. You can have a slight bend in the knee, but you don't have to have the legs straight. I want you to slide left hand down, folding at the waist. Notice my right arm stays up. Notice my left hand descending to the mat. So I'm in triangle pose, weighted triangle pose. I'm going to use my obliques to come back up to standing. See this top arm, this right arm, stayed straight up to the sky the whole time. And my shoulder stabilized as it rotated within the joint. I'm showing you from the side now. Still, my toes turned out to the left, my right hip pokes out, slide left hand down the leg, look, bending at the waist, sliding hand, looking up towards top weight, top arm, top hand, and then coming back up to standing. See how that was a side bend down to triangle? All right, let's do it again. I just wanted to do all that explaining at first so I can get you in the right stance, the correct form. So toes turn out to left, right arm up, weight or no weight. Fold down by sliding the left hand down left thigh, hip out, fold at the waist, reach down as far as you can. Notice the straight line that my arms are making. It looks like in the letter I, right? My bottom arm straight under my top arm, and then I look up towards top weight. Come on up. Excellent. You can bend at the knee if you need, but I want the arms straight. You don't have to reach all the way to the ground if you're not, if your flexibility isn't there yet. So you can come on down a little bit. You can turn out a little bit more, or you can come all the way to the floor, look up towards the weight, and then come back up. I want you to use the side core to pull up. Keep the top arm directly to ceiling as you look up towards it and then forward. Now we have the motion, right? Bend and lift. And bend and lift. Excellent. Let me show you what it looks like with bent knees, right? Because that's always an option. Not everyone has that mobility through the hamstrings. My knees are bent, right? But I'm still working that triangle pose. Bend and reach and pull up. Bend and reach and pull up. Give me 3 more. 2 more. Last one. How's the shoulder doing? Excellent. Take it down. Roll it out, yeah? Roll it forward. Nice job. So, we gotta get the other side, right? So I want you to face the toes towards the right. I want you to place the weight in the left hand, or maybe no weight at all. You're gonna shoot that left arm straight up. Notice my bicep right next to my ear. I'm gonna have my right hand along my right thigh. I'm gonna poke my left hip out. I'm gonna fold at the waist as I lower my right hand down. Notice my arms are stacked, straight, letter I, and then come up. Excellent. How was your shoulder at stabilizing? Good. Good. How was your core at stabilizing? Let's try it again. Come down, look up towards top weight. Come up, look forward. Excellent. You can bend at the knee, right? I'm here doing it with bent knee. Let me show you one more time from the side. Left side this time, right? Reach down and up. Let's do it again. Reach down and up. Good. Front on. Remember, face your toes towards the right. Fold at the waist. Reach down. Lift up. Stabilize through the shoulder joint. And lift. Excellent. Challenge yourself, right? We're stretching and strengthening here. So see how low you can side bend. Even if you have to bend the knee like that. That is an option. Always drawing the shoulder down into the socket, right? Never leaving the shoulder raised. My shoulder's not by my bicep. My shoulder's not next to my ear. My bicep is next to my ear. Down and lift. Down and lift. Stabilize. Down and lift. Excellent. Look up towards top weight. Down and reach. And lower and reach. Good. You can even just come just below knee, right? That's an option. If you don't have the full range of motion available just yet. Lower and lift. And lower and lift. Give me 3 and up. Last 2. You got it now. Last one. lower it down. How's the shoulder doing? Pretty intense. Guess what? The rest of this round is going to be on the floor. So if you have that carpeted area or that beach towel or mat, grab it, come on down. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see the floor a little better there. Good. Lower yourself. Here, we're going to work our legs and our lower abs. So lie all the way back down. Lift your legs towards the sky. Notice the flexed ankle, like the flexed foot. Ankle has a 90 degree. And then you can have a slight bend in the knee, right? It doesn't have to be a perfectly straight leg. You have a slight bend. I'm going to stabilize my arms in a low V on either side. I'm going to drop one leg, lift it up. As I do, lift the hips up. Drop the other leg near the floor. Notice it hovers above the mat. Come back up, meet the top leg, and lift the hips. So right leg down, meet, and lift. Left leg down, meet at the top and lift. Right leg down, lift. Left leg down, lift. Excellent work. So if it doesn't work for your low back, if your low back is popping up off the mat as you lower the leg, don't lower it as far, right? Just give me a smaller range of motion and then hip lift. Smaller range of motion, hip lift. Those are options for you. Lower and hip lift. Lower and hip lift. Try not to use momentum. Just use the low abs to lift legs towards ceiling. Lift. And notice when I lower the hips down, it's not a fling back down. I'm controlling the hips up and down. Excellent. One leg lowers, hips lift. Other leg lowers, hips lift. You should start to feel the low abs engage, right? You should start to feel a burning in the lower abdominals. Excellent. Give me one more each leg. Lower, hip lift. Last one, lower, hip lift. Hug knees in, rock side to side. Nice job. So we have a bear crawl next. If you're not holding a plank on the floor today, come to a sturdy piece of furniture. Come to a chair. Come to a countertop. Or you can even come to a wall. Right? Otherwise, we're going to do a plank stabilization on the floor. Hopefully your wrists are in good enough shape to do a plank on the hands. And if not, you always can lower to the elbows. Okay, so here we go, bear crawl. We're going to plant our hands underneath our shoulders. I'm going to plant my knees underneath my hips, and I'm going to tuck my toes under. Because guess what? I'm going to put pressure into my toes to lift the knees up off the ground. They're going to stay off the ground. I'm going to bring my right foot in a little, my left foot in a little, my right foot out, left foot out. So we're going to hold that bear crawl with knees lifted. Notice my back is flat, my shoulders are down, and my hips are level, right? My hips are not up to the ceiling. Okay, here we go. In, out, out. In, out, out. More lower abs here as we stabilize through the core. Okay, I don't want you to look down at your belly button. I want you to keep your eyes on the floor out in front of you, maybe a few inches, maybe 15 inches. That keeps your neck in line with spine. Right, left, in, out, out. Tuck in through your lats. Close those armpits up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, arms out in front. Lower forehead to ground. And child's pose here. Give yourself a hot second to recover before we hit next round. Next round, we'll start standing again with weight or water bottles or soup cans if you have them. We'll balance, and then we'll finish up that round on the floor, and we'll be done, right? You just have one round of work left. 3 exercises. You can do it. Grab some water and meet me back here. All right, last working round. We're starting standing. If you have a weight, grab it. That would be really helpful for this particular exercise. The heavier the weight, the harder it will be. So you choose. I'd like you to find your balance on your left leg. So just tippy toe down with the right foot. I want you to bend the left knee, your leg that's going to stay down on the ground. Bend that knee so you stabilize, right? So I'm not sinking into my hip, right? But I'm just using my core to stabilize onto that left leg. My weight is in both hands, just one weight, and I'm going to lift this right leg up off the ground. I'm going to figure 8 with my weight around to the right and left as I stabilize on one leg. If at any point you need to bring the toe to tap back down to recenter your weight or to find your balance, that's always an option. Now this will help if you'll find a single spot, either right on the floor in front of you or a single spot to look at on the wall, something that's very stable, right? So don't find a moving bug on the wall. Find something that's stationary. Focus on that as you draw a figure 8 that's on its side, right to left, right? Or you're drawing the infinity sign, right? To left. Excellent. Notice I draw a very big figure 8. I challenge you to make the movement with the arms as big as you can. Down to the right, down to the left, and then a big up motion there with the arms as well. Excellent. Stabilize on that leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, we have the other leg. Now for most of us, we'll be able to balance better on one leg over the other. So forgive yourself if you're not finding as good of a balance on one leg over the other. Find your balance on your right leg. Bend that right knee. Tippy toe the left toe down just to start. And when you feel tight and zipped up through your core, lift that left leg. And then we're going to dive down to the left, then right. Dive left, then right. So I'm really diving down with the weight and a momentum-like movement, right? So momentum is that force with speed, down and around, down and around. Again, making as large of a movement with the arms as you can. Always tapping the left toe back down to recenter, right? Recenter if you need. Otherwise, just keep that left leg lifted. So I challenge yourself to use your arms to attempt to throw your core off balance, right? Attempt to throw yourself off balance and see, test yourself if you can maintain your balance. I bet you can. I bet you're more balanced than you think. Excellent. Y'all are always up for the challenge I face before you. Dive it down and around. Dive it down and around. Oh, you feeling your shoulders more? Or your core more? Or your standing leg more? I'm not sure which. I'm feeling it all. I hope you are too. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's come to the mat. Our last 2 exercises for today are going to be down on the mat. And if you have 2 water bottles or 2 weights, bring them down to the floor. Let me adjust the camera so that you can see me better on the floor here. Come on down. I want you to have a weight in either hand, if you have that available. We're going to punch opposite hand towards opposite leg. I'd like you to extend left leg. I want you to bring the right leg and hover it above the ground. You're going to stabilize through the right arm on the ground, so you can just lower that right arm on the ground. And then I want you to punch up and lower down. Notice my right leg does not lower completely down. I reach up, punch, and lower down. Reach up, punch, lower down, so that every time my right leg lifts and my left arm punches. I've not switched or alternated yet. If you need this a little harder, both legs off the ground. Now the right leg is still the one only coming up, but now I've got both legs hovering. That is an option to make it a little harder for you. Keep coming up with that right leg, left punch. Excellent, excellent work. Lower down, hover, reach, lower down, hover, punch, lower down, reach. Use the breath. Exhale on the upward motion. Give me 4 more. 3 more. 2 left. Last one. Nice job. You can bend the knees, rock it side to side. I want you to lower the other arm. So this time, your right arm will punch up as the left leg lifts. Extend right leg. Extend left leg so it's hovering just above floor. I want you to reach up, punch, and then come back down. With my resting hand, I'm just kind of stabilizing here on the floor. I want you to punch up and lift. Now notice my leg is lifting straight up, right? I might have a slight bend in that knee, but it is mostly straight. Now again, if you want more, you lift both legs off the ground, but still the left leg is the only one moving, right? So that is a harder version of this. And please, you're welcome to take it up a notch. Lift. Now look at my feet. I want your feet flexed, right? That 90-degree angle at the ankle joint. So my power is on the way up, and I slowly descend. Power on the way up, I descend, hover that working leg just over the mat. It does not touch the mat. Keeping the quadricep engaged, right? Lift, punch, lower. Lift, punch, lower. So that the force is on the way towards the center, towards the meeting point of both arm and leg. You got it now. Give me 4, 3, 2, last one. Excellent. You can bend the knees, rock the knees side to side. You guys survived that one. That one is intense. So, the last move we have is a reverse plank. This one is hard, and if you need to keep the knees bent, that brings the level down. So it's an option for you. I want you to come up to sitting. Your fingertips can point towards your hips or out to your sides, whatever is more comfortable for your wrists. The shoulders squeeze back. You lift your chest into a proud position. Keep the knees bent for a level 1, reverse plank, right? Notice my hips are lifted. I'm a straight line, knees to shoulders. That is level 1. Level 2 is extending legs out. Notice the flexed foot and coming up to reverse plank. Right? Straight line, heels to shoulders, not sinking down to shoulders, keeping chest lifted, squeezing through glute. And if you need a little bit more, I want you to top one foot on top of the other, right? Keep lifted through the hips. You are strong now. This reverse plank works the whole back side of the core, right, as well as shoulders. You can uncross and then top the other foot on top, right? Staying lifted, I didn't rest my hips down on the mat yet. We're staying in this reverse plank for like, I don't know, 20 more minutes? No, just kidding. Uncross. You can always bend at the knee, right, and bring up to a level 1 reverse plank. That's an option. So I have limited mobility through my shoulders. I'm really tight through the shoulders, and I'm attempting to lift my chest, lower shoulders away from my ears, squeeze my hips up. Look at my ankles right underneath knees. Look at my hands right underneath shoulders. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and carefully lower down. Take the feet wide, round the back. Grab the feet over the legs or under the legs. But I want you to get a chance to extend back by rounding and tucking. You've made it through another core workout. These are intense, and I'm so proud of you for joining me every time. I want you to circle the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring them up to your earlobes, back, way down the back and down. Good. Let's do that turtle stretch again. My feet are wide. I'm reaching over my legs or under. I don't care. I want you to round the back. Just release the spine. Lower chin. Take a few deep breaths in with slow exhales. Excellent work. I want you to extend right leg. Bring in left leg. Fold over that right extended leg. You can reach for your knee. You can reach for the calf, or you can reach for the foot. Doesn't matter. Whatever you come to, just make sure it's something just outside your comfort zone. No sharp shooting pains here, just a deep, relaxing stretch. You'll feel this possibly in your hamstring. You'll feel this possibly in the low back, just a lengthening, right? Nothing should be hurting. And you might feel this, I feel this a little bit in my hip and glute back there too. A nice release for me. From here, I'm actually gonna leave my legs in the same orientation, lower my left arm, and just reach the other way. So it's a counter stretch. I'm feeling the obliques, right? We worked those extra hard today. Lots of triangle, side bend, windmill action. Come on up. I'm going to rotate left leg out, right foot in. Come out over your left leg, holding either at the knee, the ankle, or the foot. Just allow your body a moment here to stretch out, so that it can release some of the lactic acid that you just built up while contracting all of your muscles. So these core workouts will help you get stronger in your other workouts, right? Core is the base of all movement. All movement. So the stronger we can make your core here, the stronger you can get on your deadlift. The heavier you can work your squats. Now do that reverse side bend here. Lowering right arm down, lifting left arm to the side. Excellent, excellent. Bring your feet together, your knees out to the side. This might feel good for you just to hold here. If you need a little bit more, you can come forward. And if you need a little bit more, you can brace the elbows on the inside of the knees as you press those down, extending spine long, lowering knees, feet together. Opening up through the hips here. Excellent. Round the back, tuck in. I want you to extend the legs long. I want you to roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and your spine is long. There's like a string extending from the top of your head, right? Holding you up. Lift the arms high, lower, and fold forward, right? See if you can extend your fingertips as far out as you can. And then you can certainly hold at the knees, the shins, or the feet. Fold forward. Release the back a little bit more. Release the neck a little bit more here. Deep breaths, slow breaths. Good. I want you to walk the hands one handprint at a time. Chin to chest at first, then lift head, shoulder roll, and you're done. I am so impressed. That was a really tough workout, and you've made it through. Come back for more strength work with me. I'm Jamie. I'll see you guys soon.